there's one thing we urgently need to improve, and by that I mean to improve our responsiveness on CleanCap. So in this presentation, I will explain what I mean by responsiveness, why this is important, and why do I think we have a problem with that. So I've been informed by multiple people and also observed it on my own that it happens more and more. Then we leave questions on ClickUp unanswered, and to leave one question is okay. But if we are a team of 70 people and if each of us leaves two questions or tasks unanswered or undone during the week, it means a huge problems for the entire company, for the way we work, for the pace of our actions, for the way we communicate. So please don't treat this presentation as something general, that it comes out of nowhere and is just the way we should act. There really is a problem of how we communicate. For some teams, it's huge. For others, not that much. But I've been seeing tasks that were left without an answer for like 10 days. You can even find information on this in particular reports. So the problem is growing, and we need to kill this right now, right here, with very specific actions. And I'm going to describe these actions right now, and please treat it as something very, very important to implement it right away. So by responsiveness, I mean the time it takes to answer a question someone asks us. And as I mentioned, I often observe, basically recently I observed that things happen slowly because we respond with even a few days delay. And a few day delay is like an overkill for a company that want to act quickly, and we definitely want to act quickly. And we are, by the way, very proud of ourselves, saying a lot that, hey, we are acting quickly, but is it really a true anymore? I don't really think so, that we are that quick in action as we were before. And obviously now we are a way bigger team, but it means that we simply need to pay way more attention to how we communicate with each other. So please recall the culture code chapter about the failure on the plane and how the pilots were communicating. So they exchange messages among themselves in a very dynamic way. And they were in a constant contact, in constant touch. And this is what we need for things to happen quickly. We need to exchange the information very quickly. We have to have a very good flow of information. So therefore, I would like us to follow 4 simple rules, and I will present them one by one. And please start by today to implement those very simple but very effective rules to change the way we communicate. So first of all, I was not a huge fan of this, and I think we have killed this rule, although it was here in the beginning of the company. But seeing what is happening, we need to get back to very strict policy. And this is the 3 hours replay policy. And please treat it very seriously. It basically means that if you are being asked for something, please always answer within 3 hours. Do not answer in 10 hours. Do not answer in 12 hours. If the question is being asked during our working hours, so this means during a day, you need to answer in 3 hours. It doesn't mean that you have to solve someone's problem or deliver what is asked of you. It means that you have to answer the question. And for this to happen, everyone should enter ClickUp at least 3 times a day. This is once every 2 or 3 hours. This will allow us to keep the work flowing. You don't need to refresh ClickUp every 10 minutes. Refreshing ClickUp every 10 minutes, every 20 minutes is counterproductive. But entering ClickUp less than 3 times a day is counterproductive as well. I've been seeing people that were entering ClickUp once a day, and I can tell you it's not enough, and it's killing the way we communicate. So please enter ClickUp 3 times a day and spend there 15 to 20 minutes. It's more than enough, 15 to 20 minutes to do all the things that's needed. This is really more than enough to handle all the tasks that you are being assigned and to answer all the questions. So the first thing, the first rule is the 3 hours replay policy. Please answer to all the things in 3 hours. And when you find on ClickUp question or task for you, do not leave it unanswered. And this is a very important thing. I don't expect that you do all the things within 3 hours. What I want you to do, even if you don't have the time or don't want to deal with it right away, and that's absolutely fine because prioritizing things is essential. If you need more info or better brief, do not leave this task unanswered. Write about it. Let the other person know. And the most important thing, let the other person know when to expect the things from you. So, for example, hey, I can't do it today or tomorrow. I will do it on Wednesday or by Thursday. But please do not leave things unanswered. Do not leave things without a due date. It's a virus that's killing us right now. There are so many tasks left without an answer, and this is really something we need to take care of. So by 3 hour replay policy, I don't mean that you have to have everything done in 3 hours. You have to give the person know that you have seen the thing and you will be taking this and this and this action by that moment. And also very important, if you feel that you don't want to do it because you don't think it's important, it's not fitting into your agenda, you want to drop it, have a discussion on it. Be very straight in saying, hey, I won't be doing this because I have other priorities, but don't leave this without an information. Yes, Victoria?
Yeah, I wanted to add just that what you said, and also that sometimes answering somebody's question, when the question especially is deep, you can say, I will answer that in few days, or I don't know if my answer is relevant here, do as you decide, or just, give information that you just seen it and where you will come back, even if it's just a question that also demands a next action. You can say that you will be able to respond later. So it's not like you have to think about the thing, because sometimes you have focus on different stuff for the day and you cannot switch context to spend like 20 minutes even on one thing. But plan ahead, just give somebody heads up that you will come back with an answer, with feedback, with anything in some time, or that you won't come back at all because it's not relevant for you, or you don't feel like it's fit your priorities and you can come back in a month from now. And this is also right, but just don't leave those things unanswered or in a limbo of not knowing what to do with it.
Okay, thanks, Victoria. So the next question is to ping. So if it's you who asks someone about something, and if you did not get the answer or things on time, ping that person on ClickUp, on chat. You can even call this person if you need something urgently. So the most important thing is to have things done. So if you are waiting for someone to deliver something and it's not on time, ping that person. We need to have things done quickly. And please be aware that to ping someone is not negative. It's not something bad. We always have good intention, and it's always good to ask someone, hey, do you remember about this? Hey, have you seen this task? And also crucial, watch out for dependencies. If you are asking for something, the absence of which will stop another process, let the person know about it. Give appropriate, sufficient context so the person can prioritize his work accordingly. Just imagine if there are multiple dependencies in the project and everyone is having a delay of 3 days to deliver something or to answer, the entire project will have a huge delay. That's why we really need to improve the way we communicate, because we are very slow on projects because the communication is not good enough. We really need to improve it very quickly. We need to improve it now. And the most important thing I want you to be aware of after today's call is not to forget about things you have seen on ClickUp. So what often happens is like someone just forgets to go back to a task where there was a question or thing to be done. And there are very simple ways to avoid this. My way is to always add a task to lineup. So lineup is a function on ClickUp where you can basically add a task and you get a list of things you have to have done. So it's a very powerful and very simple tool. You can also pin a task. So you can use this small, I don't know, what is it, arrow, and then you place the task on the list below. And you have always the list on ClickUp. Wherever you are on ClickUp, you have all the tasks visible. And the last way, obviously, is using a Google task. So it may be a little bit less, let's say, integrated with ClickUp, but that's one of the tools I'm using a lot, as you already know. So I just put on Google Task anything I have to do for someone, and this way I don't forget about it. So please choose one of the tool, choose the best method for you that will help you remember about the things, and always use the method. Just always use the method, even if it's a small thing. Either you answer the thing immediately and you have it done, or you add it to Google Task or to Lineup, or you pin the task on ClickUp. It's very important not to expect that you will remember all the tasks, because the truth is you will not remember. Okay, so this is it from my side. This is really urgent. This is really big. We need to improve on this. We need to kill the situations where people are waiting for days for things to happen. We need to communicate better, because this virus is very dangerous for the company.